welcome to Cemetery Oddities. I'm Bugs Moran, your host, and today I am in Excuse me, I gotta take this phone call. Hello? Yeah, I'm in Bellefontaine Cemetery in What? Bellefontaine? Everybody pronounces it Bellefontaine. No, all the locals call it Bellefontaine. Yeah, it's Bellefontaine. I've watched it on YouTube videos, and the historian and the news channel call it Bellefontaine. Yeah, I know it's also pronounced Bellefontaine. Okay. No, if I see anything with any names on tombstones that I can't pronounce, I'm not going to pronounce them. I'm not even going to try it, right? Yeah, I know. A lot of people get on me about pronouncing things wrong and dates wrong. So yeah, I'm going to take my time. This is a huge cemetery. It's a big episode. Yes. Okay. I will do. Thank you. All right. Have a good one. Bye. Sorry about that. It was my boss. First tombstone that we're going to show you is of Herman Ltis. Herman Ltis owned the first pharmacy here in St. Louis. Herman here was a womanizer, and he traveled all over the world. He went to Italy. Okay? He went to Italy, and here is his grave right here. He died in 1921. There was a sculptor in Italy, and if you want to look up his name, you'll see the whole story on who the sculptor was and all the details. But to make this short, he met a sculptor there who sculpted women, and there was a voluptuous woman by the name of Bessie, and he fell in love with Bessie. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Bessie right here. Now granted, he was married, but he fell in love with Bessie, the lady in this glass. Now the glass is very foggy and you can't really see it. I wish it was clearer. She actually posed for this sculpture. Now he fell in love with her, and he proposed to her. Now he was already married, and he proposed to this other lady, Bessie. Now she turned him down. He was brokenhearted. He came back home to St. Louis. He had this sculpture made, this 20-foot sculpture made of her, and he put it in his home, so they say. Well, it was too big and heavy for his home, so he had it brought here to the cemetery as a headstone for his family. This beautiful sculpture of his mistress was put in this glass because he wanted it to be protected. That's the story of this beautiful sculpture, this beautiful woman here. And as you can see, here's the funny part of the story. Old Herman here is buried all by himself. Where's his family? Where's his wife? Well, his wife wanted nothing to do with it. Well, yeah, you would think. I mean, I am not going to be married. I'm not going to be buried next to you, next to your mistress for an eternity. So you can be buried all by yourself, next to your mistress, next to your girl, for an eternity. That turns you down. Yeah, she turned you down. So this is just a fantasy. Okay? So this is of Herman Ltis. And this beautiful statue. Let's see if we can get a better look at it. Very voluptuous woman. And as you can see, I can't... The glass is so cloudy. But you can get the idea here. It's a beautiful statue. Kate Brewington Bennett. She was an esteemed beauty in her time. She was known to be beautiful skin, beautiful. She took a lot of pride in her beauty, but unfortunately she used what is called arsenic to rub on her skin and to enhance her beauty, and that actually is what killed her. And we're gonna go up there and look at that statue of her. There's like a little statue of her laying in bed, and somebody is taking care of her. And here is her date, 1855. She was only 37, very young. Kate Brewington Bennett. You
kind of walk up here, and as you could see, they should have put this in glass, and they didn't. You got some cherub faces, and everything is just so worn. I mean, look at that. Her statue is just so worn away and chipped away from the weather. Looks like that's an angel that's standing beside her. But this is why a lot of statues and cemeteries you see encased in glass, like the one we saw earlier. That's why. In another 50 years, guys, you're probably not even going to recognize that as a statue. It's probably going to be so eaten away. It's a shame, and it's kind of sad, but about that. But this is a gorgeous monument. Oh my goodness, look at the detail and work that it took. This was 1850. You know, in the 1850s, they designed and built this thing. The craftsmanship that went into this is amazing. Looks kind of like a castle. That's beautiful. That's Mrs. Bennett on the tour. This lady, Elizabeth Walton McMillan, not many people know of this survivor of the Titanic. She died in 1956. Elizabeth Walton McMillan. She's number 15 on the tour. She was a survivor of the Titanic. She was one of the very few survivors, and notably the most famous tragedy in world history, the Titanic. And she only did one interview, and that was it. And that was her grave. It's pretty interesting. This is so gnarly. This is the Ames family plot, and other names also. Let's go check out this cathedral looking stone right in the middle. This is it says Ames on it. Look at this cathedral looking thin, tall stone. This stone has to be about 30 feet tall, but look at the workmanship in this. The artwork is just stunning. Nathan Ames is the gentleman that's buried here. He died in 1851 at the age of 56. And Henry died in 1916. Some really beautiful artwork. Oh my goodness, look at this thing. This is what I look for, guys. This is what I look for. Just cemetery art. It's just amazing artwork. This is Herman Ltis. He died in 1816, 1866 for Henry, and 1867. 42, you know, he died in the 40s. This one, Herman died 24 years old. But beautiful. Wow. 52 years old. A lot of ants on it. A lot of ants. But look at this. Look at this one. She's inside this tree limb. I'll try to get around her. Look at this. Is kind of, it's really stunning how it's kind of in amongst the trees. This is Marmaduke. Look at that statue. Wow. It's a beautiful statue. That's Ginny. She died in 1925. And then Henry Ames died in 1916. This is his actual gravestone. Here's a Henry, died in 1926. But look at these stones. These are some beautiful, unique tombstones in this burial plot. Look at that. Now, Catherine's 1903, it looks like she got restored. Look how that looks. It looks brand new. I'm trying not to step. I don't want to step on these cement. Look at that one, and then look at this one. So it'd be nice if they restored this one like they restored that one. But it's a beautiful tombstone. Wow, look at the angels on the back of it. The cherubs. Lillian Jeanette Foreman Rose. She was born in 1916 and passed in 2006. But when you visit her grave, you have to be quiet. You have to walk softly. Why? Because this angel is telling you to be shh, shh, shh. Walk softly. She's resting in eternal peace. Okay, I will walk softly.